Okonomiyaki. I just like to say the word. It's a Japanese savoury pancake and I'm going to have it for my brunch today. This will be enough for two. First of all, I'm going to mix up the two sauces that get squished on the top. I've got about a tablespoon of mayonnaise and that it's a small amount of wasabi. Do it to taste. Mix those together. In another bowl, I've got a tablespoon of ketchup. I'm going to add just half a teaspoon of sugar, a few dashes of Worcester sauce. Actually, that's about a teaspoon. Normally it would be oyster sauce, but I don't have oyster sauce. You could use ketchup mani. I'm going to use hoisin sauce, and I'm putting in a teaspoon of that. Ooh, and mix those together. I have got some piping bags, teeny tiny ones. Oops. This is only because I want it to look pretty. You don't have to put it in piping bags. Crack 2 eggs into a bowl and just lightly beat them. Add a teaspoon of miso and about half a teaspoon of grated ginger. I've got 60 grams of self-raising flour. That's going in. And 100 ml of water. That's all going in. I get the whisk back in there. Give it all a good stir. Doesn't matter about the lumps. Set it to one side. I've got about 1/8 of a sweetheart cabbage. Finely shred that. 2 fat spring onions, which you're going to also chop. Set a few bits of the spring onion aside to top it with. And the spring onion into the batter coat and set aside for 15 minutes. Just a note on the miso, you could use red or white. It all depends on what your level of saltiness is. I tend to under-season, that's just me. I don't need a lot of salt, so I use white miso. So please feel free to adjust your miso quantity. This is rested now for 15 minutes. You want a non-stick pan, or as I'm using, a cast iron pan. Heat it up and put in a good splash of vegetable oil. I'm having a really bad hair day. Put in all the mixture and let it cook for 3 to 4 minutes. Once again, I forgot to turn the camera on. I will just tell you how I flipped it. I put a plate over the top. I turned it over so that it was cooked side up, and then I slid the uncooked side back into the pan, and I'm cooking it now for another 3 to 4 minutes. And here it is. Now it's time to dress it. I'm going to first use the sauce, and I'm just going to squish it, not very well, all over the top. Then I'm going to take the mayonnaise wasabi mixture and I'm going to put that on as well. I'm going to sprinkle some spring onions. I'm also, because I absolutely love it, as you know, I'm going to put on a few pieces of pickled ginger. And lastly, furikake seasoning, which is sesame with seaweed. I think this is way too much for one person, which is why I've said it's for two. Just simply cut it in half and serve. It's rather beautiful. Okonomiyaki.